Today I'm going to talk about changing your life with the tarot. Usually we go through this life journey and all of a sudden we have a desire. In other words, where we are changes. We either get bored or we see something better or there's a negative circumstance in our life. And suddenly we have this desire and we want to make a change. And then we have weaknesses. Maybe we have a hard time making decisions. Maybe we're resistant to change. Maybe we have a lot of fears. So these are like character weaknesses we have. We also have character strengths, and we can draw upon those to help us move in a new direction. It is interesting that a lot of times the weaknesses overshadow the strengths. And then we have obstacles and problems and things to be solved. So where we want to go, there might be an obstacle. We might need more education. We might have to leave a high-paying job and somewhat take a risk. We may have to do things that are uncomfortable or take us beyond where our safety zone is. And so these are obstacles and challenges. And then of course we have opponents. So these are people that work against us. So in other words, they're not supporting you. And maybe, maybe there's some mean people around you, and you're driven to being on your own through this challenge, however that means. It could be unsupportive family, unsupportive spouse. So these would be opponents. It doesn't mean they're toxic or anything. Maybe they just have their own fears to work with. So in other words, they're not supporting you on the journey. So they're considered opponents. And then you have your allies and your friends and people who are going there that are supporting you. You have this large mixture of all of these factors. And so it can get very confusing for people to go through this journey of life and become their own hero and make the positive changes that they need to. And so the tarot cards can kind of help you on that journey. And so one of the things when I have a change to make, I will ask the cards, what are some weaknesses that I have that I need to be aware of when I am making decisions in my life? And so I'll pull a card, and I'm using the Illuminati Tarot, and I absolutely love this deck. So here we have, oh, I have to put my glasses on to see the card. We have the Ten of Cups. Now this is a happy family. And so some of this might be because I choose to have happiness in my family is a greater part of my decision making. So the Ten of Cups, a weakness would be that I always feel like I have to be happy. Well, maybe sometimes the changes that I'm going to make don't always result in happiness on all levels. So then I have to, work on that and look at the bigger picture. Is happy a factor in this change, or am I going to have to go through a period of like hard work and maybe some not happy moments in order to get through this? So then one of the other things that you can use is you can say, what are my strengths? So in other words, accentuate what your strengths are in making changes in your life. And so I pulled the Judgment card. So my strength is judgment. It's being able to see the things the way they really are and using discernment. So I can look at the bigger picture with judgment, and I can see through all the red tape and see the way things really are. And that can prevent a lot of things from happening with making a bad decision. Is if I look at all the obstacles and I see the truth and I see the clarity, I can make better decisions. So we kind of build our life story with the tarot. And one of the things I like also doing with the cards is asking, what is my biggest resistance for change? Because this tells you about yourself, and that's ultimately what we want to do. In looking at the tarot, you want to look at the positive and negative aspects equally. And the negative, that's information too, and it's valuable because that's part of who you are. Why would you not want to look at your whole entire picture of who you are? So, Princess, oh, this card uses Prince and Princesses. This is Prince of Swords. Oh, look how passionate he is on this beautiful horse. What a beautiful card. And you can just see the fiery, fighting the good fight, fighting for what's right and what's just. It's such a valiant card to be a knight. And so yes, I have to always look for what is right. What is we have this moral character and our integrity, and some of us can sway from different variations of what you consider to be moral and operating with high integrity. And but your knights are always going to fight the good fight. They're going to fight for what's right and moral and just, and stand up and not let anyone tread on your, use you as a doormat type of situation. So these are just some techniques that you can use when you're creating your life story. So know that you're the hero of your own journey, and you can make this life path go a little easier if you use some tools that are available to you. Can you live life without the tarot? Absolutely you can. It's just simply another tool for decision making. You can do journaling. There's lots of ways that you can help navigate the life path. Tarot is just one of the tools that I prefer. You may find your own tool, and whatever you find, it will be the right tool for you. Thank you for listening to this little lecture.